about 25 years ago, I was diagnosed with something called spinal stenosis, which is actually arthritis in the back. And I've done all kinds of steroidal injections, I've done all kinds of different exercises. I've been on all kinds of anti-inflammatories over a number of years, and quite frankly, they were just all stopgap measures and one that gave me temporary relief, but nothing on a long-term basis. I've been following the program for about 3.5 months now, and quite frankly, I can get out of bed in the morning better than I have in 30 years. I'm able to bend over and pick up the paper in the morning, which I wasn't able to do. I walk more upright. I'm not stoved over like I have in the past, and I quite frankly, I credit it all to the exercises in this program. I'm religious about it now. I do it at least once, if not twice a day, and it's helped me considerably. I recommend it. I recommend it as a measure with anybody that's tried anything else and it hasn't worked. Try this before, and believe me, there was enough surgeons that wanted me to go underneath the knife and do the things that I didn't want to, just because it was a spinal cord injury, and I've heard all kinds of horrible things about that, and the results, it's a 50-50 shot, and I've really been putting that off for years and years, and I'm glad I did, because now I feel a lot better, and I feel a lot better now that I've been doing the exercises. So, well, I guess in the beginning I was skeptical about just exercises period, because I've done so many exercises, so many different kind of exercises that have been been placed on me that I've taken, and it may give you a little bit of relief. I've done all kinds of stretches, whatever it might be, but these work better than anything else I've tried in the past. I mean, my back's a lot freer. I'm actually, even to an extent, running now. I haven't run in 15-20 years. I mean, the pounding on running isn't good for your back, obviously. Any neurosurgeon will tell you that. And now I can even run a couple miles now, and it doesn't bother me afterwards. So I'm up in my training more. I'd like to lose a lot more weight, obviously, and I've lost a little bit since I've been working out, but I'd like to lose a lot more, and I think that'll even help my back even more. So my knees feel good now. No sciatic pain down my leg, which I had in the past. I could sit, much more comfortably than I have in the past, but the biggest thing is I'm just not walking, and I'm 65 years old, but I'm not walking like an 85-year-old man or a 90-year-old man, and unfortunately, when I had the attacks of my back, over a number of years, I would walk all stoved over, and I look much more than my age, quite frankly. Life after Relief4Life has been a lot different. I mean, obviously I can do things that haven't in the past. I can play golf 3 or 4 times a week. I can only play once or twice in the past, and then my back would hurt me. Even after 3, 4, 5 times in relationship to the exercises are concerned that I undertook under Relief4Life, I felt much better. No pain. Wasn't all stoved over like I mentioned before. Looking like some decrepit 100-year-old man or something like that. And believe me, in the morning, that's exactly what I looked like. I would get out of bed, and it would take me 10 or 15 minutes before I could straighten up. Now I jump out of bed, I could jump outside and pick up the paper. I could do a lot more things than I have in the past. Golf, running, it's more exercise than I've been able to do in the past in relationship to, lifting weights and the things that, to keep me strong as I age. Well, I've had the back pain probably for almost 20-25 years. I mean, even when I played rugby until I was 40, and that's when it really started in earnest, and so that's 25 years ago, and so I've had it for 25 years. During the last 3 months, I basically have had no back pain whatsoever, and so it's a lot different for me in life, and it's great. About how many sessions until I really start feeling better would probably be about 4 or 5. I mean, I knew it would take at least that much, and that 4 or 5 sessions was really in the first week. So 5-6 days when I really started to feel different in relationship to my posture is concerned, and you know, bending over, and you know, I can even touch my toes now. I haven't been able to touch my toes in 20 years, and that has something to do with my hamstrings also, and some of the things I'm working out with it. But it was basically my back. I mean, my back restricted a lot that I did, and now I don't have those restrictions anymore. You know, as far as recommending Relief4Life, you know, definitely. I mean, you know, so many things that I tried. I mean, I talked about the steroidal injections, and I probably went through about 6 or 8 of those in a number of different places that I lived with different doctors, and some were excellent doctors, and some of these same doctors told me it was time for me to get operated on, and it's something I really don't want to go under. You know, you hear all kinds of things in relationship to spinal operations, and it's not something that I wanted to undertake, and Relief4Life, quite frankly, has been able to put that off for me. So, you know, I feel very grateful that I tried this new set of exercises, stretching exercises, and it's helped me out dramatically.